On today's show, an art form few people consider. One with a resurgence in this classroom.
There's 7 different colors that I use on a walleye.
We take to the sky to celebrate 35 years of hot air. And we unravel the puzzle of winter camping. Find out why people brave snow and cold to sleep outside.
Minnesota Bound, presented by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems.
Hey everybody, Laura, Millie, and I welcome you to today's snowy episode.
Up first, my dad, Ron Shira, heads to a class in Rice, Minnesota, one of the only schools of its kind.
Yeah, it's a place where kids are dedicated to a very specific art form, that of preserving and displaying.
First thing I'm gonna do is go through the colors.
Welcome, new students.
There's 7 different colors that I use on a walleye.
Class is in session for a, shall we say, an unusual profession.
Your dark fish up in the boundary waters, and you got your typical Mille Lacs strained walleye, which this is. And then you go down south where there's less tree cover and the fish almost get bleached, so they're real light color.
Professor John Laban owns and operates one of the very few schools of its kind, the Central Minnesota School of Taxidermy. We're not talking simply stuffing. This is balance of art and science requiring patience, attention to detail, and a deep understanding of the anatomy of the critters.
I'm gonna get behind the front bone on the top of the jaw, and where this mandible collapses into their little camouflage patterning on there.
In fact, taxidermy has its roots in ancient Egypt, where animals were preserved for religious or symbolic purposes. The word taxidermy comes from the Greek word taxis, meaning arrangement, and derm, meaning skin.
Michaela. Chase.
I always say it's arts and crafts. If you're neat and good at stuff. What did I tell you guys right away?
If you can draw the lines, you can do taxidermy.
There you go. So it's not super hard, just the finesse of getting it to look alive or real.
Well, we're painting walleyes that we mounted last week.
Because like that right there is not bad.
At the moment, taxidermy is having a golden age.
End of the jaw line, snip it off.
Wait times for a finished project, on average, now runs from 12 to 18 months.
I tell everybody that you set your own hours, you can do what you want. You got a lot of freedoms, a lot of stuff that you can do on your own.
And then snip it, and then it'll push right back in.
I've had one student that about 2 or 3 years ago, he was literally, he inundated Facebook and he really advertised, and he's swamped right now. And he was only into it for 3 years. I just rip it.
Seems like as long as there's hunting, there'll be, taxidermy, because there'll be a need for, to preserve the trophies and stuff.
Classes are held 3 days a week for 4 to 5 hours a day. Students graduate in 3 months' time.
We've got younger guys, 19-year-olds, and we've got older guys, 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds even. People from as far away as Florida in the lower 48. I've had one student came all the way from Sweden. He just wanted to learn how to do fish. That was fun.
We'll take our lighter.
Today's class includes a bright future for both the natural world and taxidermy.
I love wildlife, and I kind of wanted to work in wildlife for my job, really. And then when he said there was an opening for school, I was like, dang, let's go do her.
Something I wanted to do since I was young, so it's a really cool experience and great teachers, learning everything.
They teach you, and then if you need help, they help you right away. Very easy to understand them.
Coolest thing, I definitely really like the fish. There's a lot to it. Yeah, fish are my favorite so far.
When I see the students going into that, And I don't humble very easily, but one day I was out at the last show in 2019, and I walked in, and almost half the people were there were past students of mine. And it was, it's pretty good.
Oh, and just a note. John is most proud of a fish he entered into Game Fair back in 2009, which won Best in Show and judged by, well, oh, I know him.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems, Star Bank, Rapid Marine Family of Dealerships, and by Flow Docks and Lifts.
Hey, Trav.
Hey, Laura. Big day today. Hair, dance recital, we need Connecticut water.
Totally get it. Follow me, you ready?
Wonderful, thank you, you're the best. Best water, best lemonade. Book club, can't have spots.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Travis, go get your own Connecticut water system.
I just need the phone number.
Connecticut, the world's most efficient water treatment system.
Ron Scherer here. Just thinking about fishing, thinking about why Star Bank is our bank at Ron Scherer Productions. You see, Star Bank is family owned, therefore you are treated like family. Call Star Bank, a person answers. Walk into Star Bank, they know your name. Star Bank is growing, now 11 locations in Minnesota. The latest is in Hancock and Stevens County. Yeah, Star Bank makes you feel good in many ways, just like a fish on the end of my line. Oh yeah.
Member FDIC.
Time on the water is good for our families, our friendships, and it's good for our souls. That's why Rapid Marine remains committed to helping anglers and boaters get on the water and stay on the water. At 4 convenient Minnesota locations, their professional sales team and service techs are ready to handle all of your boating needs. Their showrooms are stocked with the state's largest inventory of new and used boats. At Rapid Marine, it's their mission to help you make memories on the water.
Flow aluminum dock systems are made to bring time at the lake to a whole new level. You can create any layout you want and accessorize it for comfort and fun. They're strong, stable, safe, and they add a beautiful touch to your shoreline that will last for a very long time. Maybe it's time to join the thousands of other families that have turned their dock into a shoreline paradise. Maybe it's time for a Flow.
Up next, we visit a winter festival in Hudson, Wisconsin, which is full of hot air, a colorful tradition which attracts visitors from all over the country.
A cold winter morning is heating up. Hot air balloons are being readied to launch and also continue a long-standing tradition in Hudson, Wisconsin.
You are at the Hudson Hot Air Fair, and it's been going on for 34 years.
It's cold, but the hot balloons are really pretty.
More heat.
It's the premier winter ballooning event in the Midwest.
So why have a hot air event this particular weekend in February?
There's a lot more landing spots available. There's no crops out in the fields.
For some pilots, flying a hot air balloon in the winter is a new challenge.
The pilots this year we have coming from, of course, the state of Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Ohio, Illinois, Texas.
So these are my instruments. It tells me how hot the top of the envelope is.
Looks easy. Hot air rises, right?
We just wait until we fill all of the balloon with cold air, and then we can put hot air in, and that's what makes it rise.
So it's the same license as the guy with the Cessna. He's rated for a Cessna. I'm rated lighter than air. If he can't fly mine, and I can't fly his. We're both pilots in the FAA yacht. This is kind of fun. Is bring a balloon, start a party.
They're pretty neat, pretty amazing to watch.
Pretty awesome. Well, it's something we always do. We live close by, so we always come out to watch the balloons get blown up.
I just love balloons, no matter what the size.
And today it's, 30 degrees, and yesterday it was 15 below in the morning, so everything about a wonderful winter day.
As the event's history has shown, the weather turned to almost balloon perfect. We have liftoff.
The colors against the sky, it's just spectacular.
So it's so different, and as long as you look out towards the horizon, a lot of people don't know if we're going up, down, or staying level even. Beautiful country.
For first-time balloon flyers, it's a thrill.
Here I am, and I'm glad I took the opportunity because it's surreal being up here for your first time.
The most fun part is like seeing everyone else experience it for the first time.
A beautiful scene in the sky will always brighten a cold winter day.
It's a spectacle, a winter spectacle.
Still ahead, the lure of sub-zero temps and our draw to hike out into rough weather.
Closed captioning provided by Clamshell Beach Resort.
You know, in Minnesota, up north is a magical place. Cabin life, fishing, boating, relaxing, making family memories. Hi, I'm Ron Shera, here to tell you about a new, affordable way to enjoy the magic. I found it here at Clamshell Beach Resort, located on the Whitefish chain. Clamshell offers lake homes with deeded fractional ownership, which means you can own and enjoy the resort without the hassle of maintenance and worry.
Go to cottagesonwhitefish.com to start creating your own family memories.
So I get asked all the time, why in the world do you like to winter camp? Well, this next story attempts to answer that question. The struggle, so real.
It's a lot of snow.
Winter camping. Nothing easy about it, except maybe unbelievable. The idea of turning around and just going back home. And that may be the exact point of such cold endeavors. Our drive to leave comfort behind and immerse in a cold environment most people will never see nor experience.
This is going to be a nice spot to sleep.
Long before any trip starts,
camp on the ice, you can camp anywhere.
Proper planning guides us to safe adventure.
This is
Even earlier, the task of gear.
This one went in easy.
Prepared and packed with care.
Brady, can you put one in for me too?
The planning's such a big part of winter camping trips. Suddenly, we settle into camp where winter nature gives us fun.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Just flying, taking line. Drought. Woo! Take the time.
Shortly after I dropped it down again, and bam, it was on. The drag was going, and I didn't want to get too excited and just reel it up right away. You know, you got to kind of let it do its thing.
On the board.
Yeah!
So fun and so satisfying.
I totally didn't expect this.
Trout's here.
Just like the food.
This is very tasty.
It was so good. I haven't had a better fish in a long time.
Everything always tastes better in the woods.
Oh yeah. There we go.
I will do this again and again.
Make no mistake, my favorite part.
What is going on?
Without a doubt, the people who share in such snow-bitingly cold adventure.
Never hugged somebody on skis before. Yeah, be careful. Hey, bud.
Most often my friends, and when I'm lucky enough, the Shirk Boys.
My favorite part, I have to be honest, it's finding the wood.
Beautiful. Everything that you need to do is, it takes up time. I mean, it's a process, it takes time, but no, I wouldn't say it's hard. It's fun, really fun.
But certainly tiring, which is why winter campers sleep so darn well, even when tucked into a snow cave.
So quiet. I cannot believe how quiet it is. It's a different kind of quiet.
I love it, especially out here.
Breakfast.
Pancakes.
Hot camp chow warms both bellies and spirits.
The food was good. It's a lot better than if you make it at your house. It just feels more natural.
Inevitably, we must pack up and head for home. That's the bad news, but the good,
It'll fit.
we get to start dreaming of the next trip and our love of life up north.
It's amazing. It's nothing like anything else you've ever experienced. It's completely different. You're alone, you have to do everything, and that's what I love about it.
This will always be a memory coming out here. This was really fun.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Leech Lake Tourism, Premier Marine, and by Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing.
Are you ready for your next summer adventure? Don't drag your feet. Check into paradise at legendary Leech Lake. Leech has built a reputation for amazing family vacations. Over 195 miles of shoreline and some of the best fishing in Minnesota. Activities for the whole family, too. Parks and trails for hiking and biking, shopping, dining, and gaming await you as well in Walker. There are over 30 family resorts and hotels waiting for you this summer at Leech Lake. So drop into summer and book your vacation today at leechlakeoutdoors.com.
No matter how you do water, there's a Premier pontoon for you. Because Premier pontoons are the best riding, best built, and have the best technology in the industry, with countless floor plans to choose from and exclusive award-winning innovations like Revolution Seating and Troll and Stow. So whether you're looking for your first pontoon or your next, look to Premier.
Up next, we're off to a local ski resort where snow keeps the team busy.
They're talking we're supposed to get like the storm of the century. Probably have already had about 6 to 8 fall. We're supposed to get like another 10 to 12. Hopefully that's true, because who doesn't like a powder day in Minnesota or Wisconsin? We're getting out here before like it really starts to get heavy, so we can get a nice smooth surface underneath that fresh snow that's gonna fall. And it's amazing what these machines can do too, you know, or the ultimate dream of having the kid in the sandbox playing with his Tonka toys and hopefully get to enjoy it after.
Trollhaugen, man.
Pow days like this in the Midwest are few and far between, and this one is 10 out of 10. Top notch.
Champagne, as some would say. It's pretty good, pretty good. This is my 20th season.
This is my 18th season. Probably count them on one hand almost. Probably
Yeah.
like maybe 6.
10-ish maybe at max. Not many.
We receive quite a bit of natural snow in 2 and 3 and 4 inches, but to have snowfall over 7 or 8 inches, especially at this like fluffy consistency, is super rare. So we are always answering to our fans, and when there's a POW day like this, they want it ungroomed. So the boys came in extra early to groom right away, and then everything that was left after that is for all of these happy faces here today. I am the marketing director here at Trollhaugen.
You get to go snowboarding. Smile. We'll set it down there and then we'll just shimmy the sides. All right, safe words, pumpkin. It's a quick 2-hour nap in ski patrol last night. We were done at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And we gotta have a slumber party. I mean, come on. That's not like a normal occurrence.
So far at Trollhaugen this year, we've had 63 inches of natural snowfall, which since I've worked here, that's the most that I can ever remember. So everyone's been really happy this year with snowfall. Not to mention, we have a really amazing snowmaking system. So even if your backyard isn't looking the snowiest, guarantee your Midwest ski resorts are always gonna have snow.
We still haven't seen a blizzard like that yet this year.
Hopefully we get one.
Hopefully.
Well, that about does it for the 3 of us. We hope to see you back here next week.
In the meantime, remember to introduce a kid to the great outdoors. It's just chilly.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433.